Hi. About 1 month ago, I decided to go on a trip in a 125 motorcycle across Europe. I was not sure why I was doing this, but that's all I had in my head, and I did it. And there is a collection of clips, videos that I'm gonna compilate everything, and that's what you're about to watch right now. It's a resume of my long and crazy adventurous journey. I hope you like it. Just testing before my big trip. He's gonna use that in his fucking video. If I decide to use this footage for my video, do you have something to say?
Yes.
Yes, I do not give permission for you to use this footage in your video.
I don't give consent for footage use.
I will report you to the police.
Good thing that I'm an outlaw.
Ciao, ciao.
How you doing?
Ciao, ciao. Bye, faggots.
For about a month, that was all I could think about. Making a trip with my motorcycle. A lot of people try to stop me for obvious reasons. Firstly, I was clearly not qualified for the job since I've never done this before. And second, my motorcycle was clearly not qualified for the job. But it happens that I was both excited and stubborn. How can you ever stop a person like that? I made sure I said goodbye to my guinea pigs Martha and Summer before I left. I'm so used to having them around that I knew I would miss them. This is my friend Thomas. He was also very excited.
Direção Rio, você vai andar pelo Rio, é isso? Vai embora, Zé Ruela. Ei, Pimba, a moto não liga mais.
I had everything good to go. The first stop, a city called Santarém, 80 kilometers from Lisbon, where I was supposed to have lunch with my ex-boss, Dr. Pedro. My final destination, Biarritz in France. Even before getting there, I could have a glimpse of what I could expect from this trip. I was already amazed by all the landscapes. Feeling that contact with nature was bringing me a very beautiful inner peace. You go away. After a very good meal, I was ready to roll. That was it. I was out there. I didn't know what to expect, but I did know that everything could happen. To be honest, I didn't much care, because once I started feeling the road, everything I cared about was moving forward and not looking back. The sense of freedom that I was experiencing in that moment was only pushing me further and further, and the last thing that came into my mind was stop it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Obviously, I had to make an exception for beautiful landscapes. I just wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't make videos of that. And as the time kept going, I was just feeling numb by all those sensations. Although I needed to stay sharp, I also had to use some energy to realize what was going on. Absolutely everything was a first for me. That kind of made me feel like I was floating in the sky. But I was missing one thing. Being thrilled is a strong emotion, and being emotional on the road is a bad idea. Every turn counts, and one mistake is enough to cause an accident.
And then it happened. I tried to turn right. There was some gravel. I fell and hurt my leg really bad. The ambulance was there in 3 minutes. Now, before I get into details about my accident, let's focus on my reaction when I was at the hospital. You know, it's in this kind of moment that you start to think about what's important in your life and reorganize your thinking about your values and what's worth putting your energy into. It's should we call it a wake-up call, maybe? Here I am on vacations in a hospital. My leg's not good. I probably can't walk. But I'm not gonna let this beat me. That's a promise. Alright, time to get stitched up. Honestly, I don't remember the pain very much. The only thing I remember was the strong desire to get this over with and keep going on my trip. Once everything was done, I had to find a place to spend the night. And I tell you, I was very lucky on that matter. I found a place called 50/50 in the city of Biarritz in Portugal. It was kind of a mix of restaurant and hotel for travelers. I was so well treated that at some point I have even forgotten that I've had an accident. I spent the night having a nice conversation with the locals and listening to a good old rock and roll. Although I have paid for a room, they gave me the whole house. And I am pretty sure that would have costed me a lot more than I have paid for. I would say that was the first moment in my trip that I began to recover my faith in humans. This is my leg right now. It feels a little bit painful because I don't feel anymore the effects of the anesthesia. But I can handle it. It's a bit hard to walk. Hopefully it's gonna get better tomorrow. I also have this scratch here. That's nothing, come on. What they told me at the hospital is that I was very lucky, that it was superficial, but at the limit of reaching the nerves. It means that it did not reach the nerves, but if it was a little bit harder, or if it was a little bit faster, it would definitely reach the nerves, but it did not, and I'm very lucky for that. I like to believe that everything happens for a reason, for whatever reason it is, for whatever being is controlling all this thing that's going on all the time, the reality and flow of time or whatever. But yeah, I don't feel negative about this. I would certainly prefer that it would not happen, but it did. And this is my reality now, right? I have to work with it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Long story short, to explain my accident. I was supposed to turn right, but there was some kind of rocks covering the way to the right. And I did not see. I knew that I had to go to the right. But when I saw it, it was a bit too late. I tried to brake with the motor along with the brake itself, but it was a bit too late, and I tried to lean to the right a little bit to help my curve. The thing is, there was some gravel on the floor, and this gravel made my bike slide, and I lost control of it. As I was not too fast, it was not so bad, but still, my bike, it fell over my leg, and it was enough to cause me a painful wound, I would say. When I saw it, I was actually pretty sharp, I knew that it had happened. I knew that someone stopped and he was coming to help me. I kept calm. I just tried not to move too much. I saw my wound. I knew that had happened. I just turned off my bike. I put it back up and I lay down on the floor with the leg up because I saw the guy was calling the ambulance. They arrived really fast. I would say like 3 minutes they were right there. And I was cracking jokes. I don't know what happened. I started to crack jokes and I don't know, they started to laugh at my jokes. It was scary and funny at the same time. Yeah, I don't know, I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I'm glad that I was so lucky that nothing too bad happened to me. And this whole experience led me to spending a very good night with really great people. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Just, there is a Greek philosophy called amor fati, and it says that you have to love your destiny, whatever it is, because your reality right now is the only thing that you have. And if you don't love it, you have nothing else to love. So this is me right now, loving my reality right now. I know an accident is not a good thing, but I admit that with this experience will come a lot of knowledge, and you know, I'm still here, I'm still alive talking to you guys. That's a pretty good thing and I have to be grateful for that. It's not easy to have this kind of mentality. You have to be very strong to think like that. You know, I have millions of reasons to victimize myself right now, but I choose not to do it. That's the thing, I choose not to do it. And that's it. I will keep going on my trip.
On the next episode of Motorcycle Journey.
So this is where my accident happened. Here. I'm back in the game now. My leg is healing pretty fast actually. I'm heading out to Castelo Branco. Gonna set up camp here with this gorgeous view.